Number 2, ozone decomposes to oxygen according to the equation 2O3 gas yields 3O2 gas. Write the equation that relates the rate expressions for this reaction in terms of the disappearance of O3 and the formation of oxygen. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to rewrite the formula. So we have 2O3 gas yields 3 O2s. Okay, and now we just have to write a general rate expression. Now, they didn't specifically say what unit we're going to use, so just know that there are 2 different units that you can use for rate. One would be either in concentration, so maybe I'll say concentration. Those brackets mean concentration. Remember, that means molarity, right? So some type of concentration over time, T, or you could talk about a rate value in terms of pressure over some type of time, T. 9 times out of 10, you will see the molarity one, the concentration one. So I'm going to use or do this expression by using concentrations. But just know that you could always write an equation for pressures as well. So now, let's get it going. Now, keep in mind that always this yield sign means that this has to be equal to each other, right? And, we've seen throughout the course that, mass cannot be created nor destroyed. So the mass that's on the left side has to equal the right. The moles on the left side has to equal the right. The same thing goes with rates. So the rate on this side has to equal some type of rate on this side. Now, let's always just start with the units. So we're going to put in equals here. And the way that we write the general rate expression is we want to say, okay, on the left side we have O3. So I'm just going to bring that down. So this would be the concentration of O3 over some amount of time. And this would have to be equal to the concentration of O2 over some amount of time. But now we want to say that O3 is disappearing and O2 is being formed. Now this can only happen if we show some type of change. Keep in mind that as this is getting converted into O2, time is going by, right? And it's a chunk of time, right? It's not going to happen literally in, right from the start. So I just have to show that there's going to be some change that's happening. And keep in mind, remember, that change is always the delta sign. So I'm going to say that there's a change in the concentration of O3 divided by the change in the time, which equals the change of the O2 concentration over a certain change of time. That's now the beautiful rate values for O3 and O2. However, we are not done yet. Always for a rate expression, we have to give our concentrations over time. We have to give the deltas because that means the change. But the next thing is oh boy, right? I have a 2 on the O3 side and I have a 3 on the O2. Now, always what you're going to do is these coefficients are the denominators for their sides. So what you're going to do is you're always going to take your rate and you're going to times it by some type of fraction. So now we're going to have 2 fractions here. And maybe I'll pull this out a little bit. And I'll pull this here. Now you can say, this times these fractions, but usually they don't show, the time sign. But just know that those fractions go on the denominator for our rate expressions. Always, always, always. So I know that since this is the O3 side, there's going to be a 2 on the bottom. And I know that since this is the O2 side, there's going to be a 3 on the bottom. But now what are the numbers that goes on the top? For these, it's just placeholders. So these would be 1s. That's the second thing that you have to worry about. So always just write your concentration over times, put those delta signs in, then put in your fractions, right? 1 over 2, 1 over 3. And now we just have to show that O3 is disappearing and oxygen, O2, is forming. Now, keep in mind that as the reaction is progressing, the O3 is going to be disappearing, and sometimes the O2 is forming, or you can say that this will be appearing. Disappearing, we say in our rate expressions by a negative, because disappearing means that you're going down. As O3 is disappearing, O2 is going to be appearing. So this side has a big negative sign in the middle. This side has a big positive sign because it's being appeared, it's being formed, it's increasing. So that's the difference here, is that whatever side is disappearing, you gotta put that negative in there. And then negative times 1/2 times the change in the concentration over the time. And this is your final answer. And for a rate expression, for as many reactants and products you have, everybody's got to be in for the ride. And there was only 2 here, so you only have to give 2. I hope this helped. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel. I look forward to helping you in more questions. If you want to help us out, tell your friends, tell your classmates about this cool channel. Thank you so very much, and I look forward to helping you soon. Have a great day, and always keep learning, all right? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.